Teeing off from the traditional extreme of Britain, bold players will cut the corner to the North Devonshire fairway, shortening the tricky early carry over the River Severn to a generous, tiered green at Swansea, Wales. Aiming right of the tree at Southampton may make for the easier tee shot, but those shaping it left around Bath and Bristol will find a much simpler approach to the tight, well-protected green on the Isle of Wight. Carry the Solent from Dorset to the rolling South Downs, keeping straight to avoid the beaches at Brighton and Beachy Head. Accuracy is key to holding the precarious clifftop green at Dover. A jaunt down the Thames estuary into London from the North Kent coast gives us our first par 3. Long is better than short, and just like real life, make sure you stay north of the river. Take on this marathon par 5 with a big drive over the Severn before hitting up into the valleys above Cardiff to leave a short iron down to the long, thin green on the beaches of Pembrokeshire. Safer play from the tee ends in a far more testing approach. This welcome short par 3 features a tricky sloping green on Anglesey off the North Wales coast. Expect birdie chances on still days, but be thankful of a par when the wind blows. This short par 5 from high in the Shropshire Hills doglegs right through the Midlands to the marshes of East Anglia. Distance isn't a problem, but reaching in 2 means taking on the River Cam. Good luck. Up and over from South Lincolnshire to Merseyside. Keep right to leave a better angle for the steep downhill approach shot to a green surrounded by water and the beaches of Birkenhead. Remain mindful of the Trent and Humber rivers while driving up into the peaks. The difficulty of the approach to the thin tiered green on the southern tip of East Riding differs radically depending on pin position. Fly from the North York moors over the Tees, Wear, Tyne and Hadrian's Wall to a Northumberland fairway bounded by coastal sand dunes. Wayward approaches into Edinburgh may get some help from its surrounding hills. A fairway wood back south over Hadrian's Wall and into the Vale of Eden leaves a blind carry over the Lake District into a bowl-shaped green at Barrow and Furness. Strike out into the wilds of the Irish Sea from Lancashire to a heavily tilted, ridged green on the Isle of Man. High winds can make this one a nightmare. Back over to the southwest coast of Scotland, being careful not to be blocked by the trees at Ayr and Prestwick. The raised green sits below Glasgow in the mouth of the Clyde, the firth of which runs down the left of the Hall. A safe drive to West Lothian or heroic carry to Fife is the choice from the tee, leaving very different approach shots. The large, square, tiered green is modelled on the 18th at the Old Course, down to the Valley of Death in front, but there's even worse behind. A short par 4 from Perth to the North Aberdeenshire coast features a choice of landing zones from the tee, defined by the rivers of Don and Dee, leading to an exposed green with trouble right and back. New Albion's signature par 5 runs the full length of the geological fault that splits the North and South Highlands. A choice of fairways wait either side of Loch Ness and the Caledonian Canal, bounded by winding, Nessie-influenced bunkers. An easy 3-shotter, but the bowls can use the contours to shape into the green at Fort William in 2. Ever tighter landing areas nestle among the sand-bound islands of North and South East. But if you need a long club for your second, up over the cliffs of Harris to a drainpipe of a green on Lewis, you'll need to be very accurate. Take the risk and reap the reward. One last stunning view as we head back to the mainland from Skye and dogleg right along the rugged coastline to finish at John O'Groats, the northernmost point of Britain and our final green. If the flag is at the front it can be very generous, but the further left the pin, the more demanding the approach.